Hi guys, I'm back. So for today, I wanted to read a comment that was left from my previous video. So this comment comes from Chel Bondalian and she writes, "Thank you for this. My daughter is 4. Tips for preschoolers, please." First of all, Chel, thank you so much for watching my previous video and thank you for taking the time and leaving a comment. Okay, for my tips, what I'm going to share with you are the things that we did or activities that we did when my children are around that age. So let's get to it. So my first tip is sing songs. Okay? Nursery rhymes, ABCs, counting songs, sing a lot of songs. And it doesn't necessarily have to be nursery rhymes or yung songs talaga na um, standard songs. You can make up different songs or invento ka lang ng mga kanta. You know, um, one thing that I've found is that kids, they find it fun when they sing songs, and it's easier for them to remember certain things when you put a tune into it. So mas na-absorb nila, mas nagsistick sa kanila yung mga things that you want them to remember. So that's one thing, no? Kung meron kang gustong ipaalala sa kanila, or if there's something that you want them to remember, put it in a song. Example, siguro routine nila when before going to bed. You could probably sing a song or make up a song like brush your teeth, wash your face, da 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 da, before we go to bed, da da da, something like that. Anyway, so yon, sing a lot of songs. Yon, so yun yung first tip ko sa'yo. Tip number 2, dance. It doesn't have to be a specific movement, you know. What I mean by dancing is you put you incorporate movements, hand gestures, mga waves, ganyan when you're learning. Example, there was this time that we were learning about vowels and consonants. So I would show them a card with the letter, and then I ask my kid to either clap, or clap if the letter is a consonant, or wave their hands like this if it's a vowel. So ganon. So we make it into a game with a movement. Yan. Kasi the more na mas marami kang nasi-stimulate sa kanila, mas nagsistick din yun sa mind nila. My third tip for you is to play games. Okay, I remember before, when my son was around 3 years old, I was able to teach him a lot of different things like counting, colors, shapes, letter recognition, body parts, all because of games. I'll give you an idea. Before, what we did for the body parts, ang game namin is like this. I would say the name of the body part, and he would have to point it out or touch it. Example, we would do nose, 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 ears. And then, after several tries, I would mix it up. Then, what I would do is, for the last body part, I would call out a different name. For instance, I would do nose, 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 ears. Nose, 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 eyes. Yan. And he would have to touch the correct body part. So, yun. It's fun and he finds it silly. So, nakakatuwa para sa kanya. Ayun. And then, what else? There was one time that ang game namin is nasa medyo a little farther from me, and then I will hold up a card with a letter, and then ang gagawin niya is he's going to tell me what that letter is. Or sometimes I would ask him, instead of the name of the letter, I would ask him to give me the sound of that particular letter. And if he is correct, he could step one step closer towards me. And then after several tries, by the time he reaches me, I would give him a special prize. Pwedeng special favorite snack niya or something like that. So, yung mga ganong things, kahit anong topic that you want to discuss or want for your kid to learn, incorporate it in a game, and they would enjoy playing and learning at the same time. So, that's my third tip. For my fourth tip, read. Read a lot of books, story books. Now, when I say read, it doesn't have to be reading exercises like phonetic reading exercises. Not necessarily. Okay, kasi for some kids, kaya nilang yung ganong exercise, like reading syllables, yung mga exercises na babe, bibobu, something like that. At this stage, preschool stage, you could already start that. But for some kids, like for instance, my son, when it comes to my son, ang observation ko sa kanya, nabubore lang siya sa ganong klaseng exercise. So, tinigil ko yun for some time. We didn't do any exercises like that. Yung mga phonics na exercise like phonetic reading. But, what I did was, continuously binabasahan ko siya ng story books, every night. Sometimes during the day, I would also read him short stories, and that he loves. So, dun ako sa bagay na gusto niya and he is interested in. So, yun yung ginagawa ko sa kanya. I read. Not only does it help your child to be familiar with the words, familiar with the letters, familiar with the sounds, it also helps in his imagination. Siguro one resource that I found that is really good for reading is Before 5 in a Row. I really love Before 5 in a Row because you start with reading a book, and then from that you can, move on to other lessons, from that story. So, dun ka huhugot ng mga lessons na gusto mong i-discuss for that particular day. By the way, if you want me to share our experience with 5 in a Row, if you're familiar with it, please comment down below so I'll know, and I'll make a video for that. So, yun. That's my fourth tip. For my fifth tip, do arts and crafts. At this particular stage, mga 4, 5, yung mga kids, they are developing their fine motor skills. Yung cutting, yan. But be sure yung scissors na gagamitin nyo is not yung sharp, yung medyo curve yung dulo. What else? Molding sa clay, that's also a very good exercise. Do activities with paper, like cutting, tearing, folding, crumpling, do collages, do pastings, What else? Yung mga ganon. Kasi it helps them to practice yung kanilang skills. Okay. Sixth, pretend play. Okay. I found that at this stage, they are trying to form an identity. And it is also at this stage that they are trying to discover who they are in this world and who other people are in the community. So, pretend play is a very good activity to do. Kasi, mas naiintindihan ng bata na different people play different roles. Different people have different responsibilities. And it's also a good time for them to imagine what they would want to be when they grow up. Yung ganang activity. Okay. For my 7th tip, teach them how to do chores. Okay, this might not be a tip that you expected, but I highly recommend teaching your kids to do chores. At this age, yung mga 4, 5, ganyan, this is the time that gusto nila lagi nakikialam. Ususero't ususere yung mga batang yan. Gusto nila kung ano yung ginagawa mo, kasama din sila, parte din sila. So, this is the perfect time to teach them how to do chores. So, siguro, teach them simple chores at that age. I would suggest mga sweeping the floor, picking up the toys, simpleng punas-punas ng mga tables, figurines, mga ganyan. What it teaches them is, it teaches them responsibility. For my 8th tip, okay, pray. Teach them how to pray. If you haven't started yet, this is the perfect time to teach them how to pray. Teach them the basic prayers. Probably in the morning, you could do morning devotions, or maybe you could include them in praying the Angelus. And then at night, before going to bed, you could say prayers together. But most importantly, teach them that in everything that we do, we offer it up to God. Because all of these things, all of these activities that we do are actually useless if it's not for God's greater glory. You probably noticed that I didn't focus on academics, on curriculum, and subjects. Because at this stage, preschooler stage, I think what's more important is to cultivate curiosity, encourage creativity, and explore possibilities. Whatever it is that you want to teach your child, however you want to teach it, just remember to have fun, because if you do that, your kid will be able to associate learning with fun, and you will be able to raise a kid who loves to learn. So, I hope I was able to give you ideas on how to homeschool your preschooler. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. If you have more questions or more ideas that you want me to put into a video, please do comment them down below. Again, this is Mommy Myra. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!